The Pedestal Rocks scenic area in the Ozark National Forest near Pelsor. This has always been one of my favorite areas, especially in the wintertime. And on this week's episode, you'll see why. And then we'll take you to Holla National Wildlife Refuge south of Dardanelle. And we'll close it out at Big Creek Natural Area east of Heber Springs. So now let's explore the Pedestal Rocks scenic area. The Pedestal Rocks scenic area is real easy to get to. From Highway 7 in Pelsor, take Highway 16 east for 6 miles and look for the sign on the right. After crossing the footbridge from the trailhead, you can continue straight towards the Pedestal Rocks area or take the Kings Bluff loop off to the right, which will add another 1.7 miles to your hike. The Pedestal Rocks loop is 2.2 miles in length and is rated as an easy hike. Of course, if you do come here after a snowfall, it may get quite slippery if you don't have the proper footwear. Once you get about halfway along the trail and just before you reach the vista at the bluff line, a step down area off to your right will lead you below and underneath the bluffs. This is where you can get up close and personal with not only the Pedestal Rock formations, but also with all the ice caverns if you come and explore in the winter. There is the added danger, though, with all the huge icicles which can fall without any warning. Videographer Chuck Durham and I had to keep reminding ourselves to avoid walking directly underneath them. This is such a neat area because it does offer a glimpse into the ancient geology of the Ozarks. The formation of these rocks? Well, geologists tell us that 300 million years ago, this was an ancient riverbed. As the water poured and channeled through this rock area, forming the Ozarks and what you see here. The ancient river system deposited layers upon layers of sediment, and then extreme weathering and natural erosion caused the rock to become separated from the bluff line as freestanding pedestals. So, with all the Pedestal Rock formations and the ice caverns in the winter, this truly is a scenic and unique area of the state. And when you see it for the very first time, it will simply leave you in awe. From Pedestal Rocks, we take you to another rock formation, Sam's Throne, south of Mount Judea in the Ozark National Forest. Now, the way the story goes, during the 1820s, a preacher by the name of Sam Davis would use that bluff as his massive pulpit, standing atop and delivering his sermons to the folks below. And thus, ever since, it's been referred to as Sam's Throne, a real Rock of Ages. If you're coming up Highway 7, take Highway 123 at Lurton and go north 10 miles until you reach the Sam's Throne pull-off on your left. There may or may not be a sign there due to vandal souvenir takers. Once you come down the road and park at the Circle Drive, you'll see the newly developed trailhead, which will lead you on a loop path to the overlook. There's also the original trail, which goes straight down the middle. You can also stop at the overlook along Highway 123 for this view. If you desire to go down to the base of the bluff line, there's another unmarked trail but well-worn, which begins at the upper end of the camping area and drops down through an opening in the bluff line. This trail will eventually take you to the base of Sam's Throne. So if you have the time, exploring both the top and bottom of this entire area would be well worth your while. After a couple hours of hiking, you'll see for yourself why this location is popular with rock climbers and photographers alike. Looks like y'all got the right equipment to take pictures with. That's some nice, good cameras.
We have fun. Yeah, we do. It is a lot.
We keep saying we're going to make us a website one sometime, post all of our pictures from the different hikes we do. We laugh at a lot of them because we get a little goofy sometimes.
As with the Pedestal Rocks area, the Sam's Throne area too is scenic just about any time of the year. But in the winter time, with all the icicles and whatnot, it takes on its own picturesque, unique look. So whether you spend several hours or several days by utilizing the new camping facilities, your visit to Sam's Throne will make for some lasting memories and plenty of spectacular photos. Who knows? You may even encounter the ghost of Sam Davis situated atop his throne. Next time you get an urge to take a joyride, how about a wildlife joyride? And if you make this drive here at Holla National Wildlife Refuge anytime during the fall or winter, you stand an excellent chance of seeing the greatest variety of wildlife. Holla National Wildlife Refuge is located south of Dardanelle off Highway 7. Take Highway 155 for about 4 miles and you'll come to the entrance road and gate. A fee and vehicle entrance pass is required. The 8-mile auto tour is the best way to learn about the refuge, and there are information panels all throughout the route. The first section of the drive will take you alongside the Arkansas River and down to one of 2 boat launching areas. You can then backtrack and head south on another road to other sections of the refuge. For your best chances of seeing wildlife, it is recommended that you stay in your vehicle and drive along slowly. But if you do get the urge to get out and do a little exploring, there is an observation tower here that you can utilize. The observation tower has been rebuilt and is now barrier-free. Viewing scopes are available at the top for a closer look at wildlife. But if you do have a pair of binoculars, you might want to bring them along as well for use in other areas of the refuge. Hiking trails are also available, such as along the Levee Trail. Holla Bend's history is richly steeped in agriculture. Some of the earliest inhabitants to utilize the land were the Osage and Cherokees. Holla Bend is named after one of the early settlers, Holly Brown. Following a survey crew in 1830 and subsequent mapping, there was an apparent misspelling from Holly Bend to Holla Bend. In the early 1900s, more than 65 families lived and farmed on this rich bottomland soil. A devastating flood in 1927 and others that followed drove most of the farmers off the land. During the 1950s, the Army Corps of Engineers, in an effort to improve navigation and for flood control, straightened the Arkansas River by cutting a new channel across Holla Bend. The resulting 7,055-acre island between the old river channel and the new one became Holla Bend National Wildlife Refuge. Together with the agricultural fields and all the water impoundments make for quite a home for wintering waterfowl. In fact, it's not uncommon for the refuge to host up to 100,000 ducks and geese at once, including Canada and snow geese.
Yes, snow geese, Canada geese, and also trumpeter swans that have been reintroduced to the refuge.
And yeah, the trumpeter swans, hopefully they'll be coming back year after year.
Yes, that would be great. It was a 3-year project with the Iowa Department of Natural Resources and the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, a joint project of reverse migration of those swans.
And providing food here for the waterfowl, do you do that with the various crops? And
yes, for the waterfowl, we feed them one of 2 ways. One with the native moist soil plants, where we water and dewater the areas and at certain times of the year to encourage moist soil plants to grow. It produces seed, which are great for the ducks. And the other way is through the crops. We have a cooperative set up with our cooperative farmer here. He shows up and plants and leaves 75% of the crops for him, and 25% he leaves for us. And for us, meaning the waterfowl. And that's corn, milo, and millet.
And eagle's nests.
Yes.
You have a couple, 3 of those out here.
Yes, we have at least 3 active eagle nests out here on the refuge. That was started with the hacking towers back in the 1980s, where we were encouraging eagles to nest here on the refuge.
And of course you have the ones that migrate here and then return.
Yes, there are migratory eagles that come down. You could come in the winter times and actually see upwards of 10 to 20 birds at a time. They sort of tend to follow the waterfowl.
What have you enjoyed, I guess, personally here since you've been here?
Oh, I really enjoy the habitat. Really enjoy looking at how things change throughout the year. How you can come into one area and see lots of ducks and geese one time of the year, and come in later and see lots of neotropical migrants as well.
Refuges in general, I know a lot of people for some reason they think that it's strictly, you know, for the wildlife, but it's for people too. Yes,
absolutely. Along with our National Wildlife Improvement Act that was passed back in the early 1990s, we encourage people to come out on the refuge to participate in 6 primary things on them. And that would be hunting, fishing, environmental education, environmental interpretation, wildlife observation, and photography. So along with all the things that we do for wildlife out here, we still encourage the people to come out and enjoy the refuge as well.
So, like Derwin Carter says, come out and enjoy this wildlife refuge. It really is not just for wildlife. It's open from sunrise to sunset, and early morning or late afternoon is the best viewing time when wildlife is most active. And remember to take only pictures. The Big Creek Natural Area east of Heber Springs. We're at the Big Creek Hiking Trail, a 3/4 mile loop that'll take us down to the creek itself. High quality water content here, diversified fish population along with other aquatic organisms, not to mention 200-foot high bluffs. So let's hit the trail. Getting to Big Creek Natural Area from the town of Wilburn, go east on Tyler Road for 9/10 of a mile, then right on Center Chapel Road for 1.4 miles. At the stop sign, keep going straight onto Heritage Trail Road. From there, just follow the signs to the natural area. Since hunting is allowed on this natural area, if you make your hike during hunting season, wearing hunter orange would be a good idea. During other times of the year, to blend in, wear natural colors, unscented lotions, and don't smoke. Bright colors and unfamiliar smells will spook animals before you even see them. Also, move slowly, stopping often to scan the woods and listen. And instead of stopping and looking out in the open, use a tree or boulder to break up the outline. Keep pets on a leash, or better yet, just leave them at home, since they may chase, startle, or even kill wildlife. In all, there are 2.5 miles of trails along Big Creek Natural Area. Since these are interpretive nature trails, informational placards are situated all along the paths. Also, smaller plaques help to identify plants and trees along the way. Finally, Big Creek does definitely live up to its name. This wide, unspoiled stream winds through some of Arkansas's most scenic wilderness. The excellent water quality supports many types of aquatic wildlife, including fish, amphibians, and insects. Big Creek is called a pool and riffle system, which means it has long pools of deep green water separated by rapids and shoals. Clear, oxygen-rich water quickly cascades over the rocky stream bed because the creek flows downhill at about 11 feet per mile. Big Creek is part of a big watershed. It's responsible for draining more than 230 square miles along its 38-mile route before emptying into the Little Red River. The Little Red River system in turn drains more than 1 million acres before flowing into the White River, and water from the White flows into the Mississippi, which is responsible for draining all the runoff of the central United States. Thus, water running along Big Creek may eventually find its way to the Gulf of Mexico through this entire system. Big Creek Natural Area also contains what is known as a riparian forest. Riparian or streamside areas in stream valleys usually contain a rich soil content. Fertile topsoil and decaying organic material all wash down the hills and bluffs to settle in the valley below. The end result is soil with consistent moisture levels, creating good growing conditions for a variety of plants. So enjoy some of the best and last remaining examples of Arkansas's original natural environments here at Big Creek. And to make sure that you leave places like this in better condition than you found them, if you see litter, pick it up and take it with you. It only takes a little effort, but it makes a big difference. So explore Big Creek Natural Area for yourself east of Heber Springs. And for more on this destination plus many of our others, and to read my blog or to order a copy of an episode, visit our website, aetn.org/exploringarkansas. And we'll see you again the next time for another exciting adventure on Exploring Arkansas.